We're just still fishing. We're casting the fly rod out and letting it hit the water. And I have one of my Afro Puff flies on. It's slowly sinking. That's what it's designed to do, is to slowly slow down the sink rate of the fly in the water. And that slow descent and those tickling sort of finger-like deer hair really triggers them to bite. But I always tip everything with a night crawler. That's just how I do it. I mean, if that's offensive, putting live bait on a fly, I don't care. This fly is not really a fly at all. It's just a parachute wing, common in many, mayfly patterns and such, in fly fishing. And again, this is a harness, not a fly, but we're using some of the techniques in fly fishing to make our live bait fishing better. You start with a number 8 sprout hook, 3366, using embroidery thread snippers. Base of thread of cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Always kind of lock it in like so, bring it out. Deer hair, that's what I use. Why? Deer hair is hollow. Hollow means it floats. The amount of deer hair you use will control the sink rate of this hook. This is a heavy hook, it will sink. And the worm will sink as well, and this controls the sink rate. You take a bit, turn it around backward here. We're gonna snip off the edges, the pointy tips of it. I know that sounds crazy because that's the opposite of what you do with like a mayfly pattern. Okay, we'll mount here forward. A few securing wraps. This is not meant to be a pretty fly. It's not a fly, it's a harness. And so you take that and you bring the thread forward, behind, and then we're gonna do our parachute wrap to make it stand up just almost like a mohawk. Okay. Something like that. You can make it, see how it just sort of stands up like a mohawk? One, two, three, and that's it. You just tear it off, and that is it, my friends. All this is a parachute. It's a parachute, really. It really literally works exactly like a parachute. It slows the descent of the bait falling through the water column, right? It's almost like the opposite of adding a split shot to your weight. That's what you can do when you have a fly tying vise in various materials. Again, deer hair, it floats. And if you want it to sink slower, you add more weight. You add more hair. You want to sink faster, you use less hair. Don't worry about the here. This is not meant to look pretty. It is purely for slowing the descent of your baits.